Hi again, everyone. We have now prepped our class and you've done the video on how to have the class, what materials we use, how we incorporate the oils, how we get the oils into people's hands. Hopefully you watched that one. This video is going to talk specifically about key phrases that I use in order to close a class. And I want you to know that I start closing a class the minute it opens. There are things that you are going to say, terminology and words that you're saying that are going to lay out the entire how the class is going to be received, how people's comfort level, how they see value in the essential oils. So I listen to these key phrases and write them down. And there's a few steps to this happening and I've outlined them. So let me just bring that over. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, so you are doing your class and you need to know that there's a couple things that have to happen first. First off, you are telling your hostess that there is going to be a part of the class that you are going to ask people to invest in their health care. And that means they're going to be making decisions on what kit or how they're going to get their oils. So let your hostess know up front. There will be an awkward silence. It might be awkward for some people. That is not a time for your hostess to say, hey, let's go get some brownies or let's go get some lemon bars. Come on, you guys. No, that is a time where people are thinking, so don't mess with what they're doing. They're thinking about what their husband's going to say. They're thinking about who needs what in their family. So allow them that time. Just warn your hostess there's going to be a moment that you allow people to have that thinking time, okay? The other thing that I do warn my hostesses is please don't ever interject, hey, just get your oils on my account. Just get your oils from me. I get them, it's all wholesale. Never, ever do that. So if you prep them ahead of time to make sure that doesn't happen, because if one person does that, 20 people are going to follow suit and then the whole thing falls apart, okay? So here's the steps in order to successfully close a class, and the close starts at the beginning. The entire class, you see step one back there, is you're going to assume the sale. You did the heavy lifting. The people have been invited. They've come to your class. You have now taught them all about essential oils and how to use them in their home. And why wouldn't someone want to invest in their future now with essential oils now that you've told them these are the most potent, the purest on the planet, unadulterated oils? You assume that, oh my gosh, they came for a solution. They told me they needed less of this and more of that. And now you have the solution. And you're connecting them. Assume that they are going to get these oils, all right? And don't be funny about, well, you know what? I know that person works part-time and they don't make a lot of money. And please do not answer a question for someone else on behalf of them when you haven't even asked the question, okay? So don't put your ideas about money onto them, because they might have different ideas about money. And they also, if they saw the value in what you just taught, then they will get whatever they need. When you haven't slept in hours or days, wouldn't you pay $1 million? We don't have $1 million, but I'm just saying, wouldn't you pay anything? You'd give your right arm to find a solution. And that's where many people are. So your confidence level is going to translate to their confidence level, okay? And I want you to think about this, that the Natural Solutions Kit is what this class is focused on. It's a $550 kit, and while that might be a lot of money to spend on essential oils, if you've done your job and you have provided the value to them, then there is no way they're going to walk away without getting what they came for, okay? So think about it like this. I will usually say to people, my job is to provide you education and to serve you and help you learn how to use these oils. And at the end of this class, it's my goal that I've provided that value to you. And while $500 might be a lot of money, if I had a brand new, Escalade sitting in the driveway, 2018, has paper plates on it, right off the dealer lot, and I told you it was $500. Would you not scramble to go get some $500 from somewhere? And these are the same people that just said, oh, I'm looking at this, I don't really have $500, okay? If you want it and you see the value, you will scramble up whatever you need to make it happen. So I want you to assume the sale is going to happen. That is step one, and that is your key phrase, okay? All right, so number two, how to buy. When we went through the class, we did talk about the Costco and the Sam's Club membership. You let them know that that is the smartest way to get their oils, and that they do get their annual membership waived when they get a kit. So that's any kit. It's not just, it's the enrollment kits, okay? So let them know about that. And it's very simple. It's just like Costco. They're very familiar with that, okay? Number 3, some of the key phrases around that, you want to keep it clear. You want to keep it simple. You can use the concept of frequent flyer. It's just like having frequent flyer, or I call it dōTERRA Bank, where you have product credits that go in there. And every time you spend a certain amount, and I use 100 for just easy math, then you're getting a percentage back. Use my gift card analogy and look at the box where you're showing them exactly what loyalty rewards looks like. You're looking right here, and show them that they could be getting that 30% back on their $100 order, or as long as it's 50 or above, it's 30% back. And the key phrase there is, this is going to save you, and you point to it. Don't let them look off into the window or pet the cat or whatever. At this point in your class, you're saying, this is going to save you a lot of money. Does everyone see the purple arrow? And you make sure they go, oh yeah, I can see it, okay? So you're making sure that it is interactive, all right? So step 4, this is the part where you're gonna talk about the business, all right? Now, during class, there may be points where you heard in my class at the very beginning, I do let people know that I do this full time, that I left my full-time employment as an HR person to do this full time. If that's not where you're at yet, that's okay. Tell them what the intention is, but towards the end, you're going to tell them that there are 3 kinds of people that come to these events, that come to your classes. The first type of person is someone who just wants to be healthier. They are interested in essential oils. They are interested in getting their oils at a discount. And that's all they want, is that Costco discount. 95% of my team is made up of those people. All right, it's just wholesale customers trying to get their oils at a discount, quality oils, not on Amazon. And I let them know, 95% of my team is this person. The second type of person is someone who could be my mom, my friend, my auntie. And these are people who are using their oils, and they might even share their oils, and they can start to get some of their oils paid for. And I call that free healthcare. The third kind of person is a person who is actually, they're looking at me right now while I'm teaching this class, and they're thinking, I could totally do what that girl's doing. I want to educate other people. I want to serve other people. I want to be independent. And those are the people that I say, all right, give me 2 minutes, and I would like to just talk to you about the business. And the reason I bring up 2 minutes, and if you guys say 2 minutes, you got to keep it at that. Don't go on and on and on, okay? But I bring it up for 2 minutes, and I let them know the reason I bring this up right now in class is because there is someone in this room who desperately needs something else other than what they're doing right now. And while the timing, it's going to be up to you when you do that, I do want to let you know that there is a cash compensation part of this. And if you have your aha moments, all you do is share that with someone else, and dōTERRA compensates you for that. And then I let them know just where I came from, my story, that I'd started just sharing with a couple moms on the playground, and I now have a team that is global, and it's just doing the same thing I did on day 1, which was just talking to people, sharing with people, and helping them get oils. It's the same thing I do now. It's the same thing I'll do years from now, okay? So 2 minutes, just let them know that there is a business component, and they can actually get paid by sharing oils with other people. And we are ripe for that in this, where we are in our society and everywhere, because of people wanting natural health. They're so sick of other options. They are so ready for this, okay? And you can even let them know, you know, back here, let me get to, do you remember the less and more? That plays straight into the next step, which is step 5, recipes, okay? They told you what they wanted less and more of. So after you talk about the business, you could say, you know, some of you did talk about allergies, or you did talk about building your immune system up, or you get a lot of colds during the year. Let me give you a couple quick recipes. Maybe you give them the flu bomb recipe, which is the On Guard, Melaleuca, lemon, frankincense, Or you give them the allergy recipe, which is, we can call that seasonal blend, right? Peppermint, lavender, lemon in a capsule. I give them 2 really easy recipes and I go, hey, write this down, because when they move into what they're going to get, they can quickly look at the kits and go, oh, everything in that immunity bomb that she talked about to help my health, that it's in that kit with the top 10 oils. Or that allergy stuff, that's in the top 10 oils. Man, look at how many things I could do with these oils. So give them a couple recipes that you think are going to be general, and then you move into, okay, after we do that, I've given them some of these recipes, then you move into the follow-up. And that's where the general part of the class is over, and you're going to be working one-on-one with people. And you're going to sit down with each of the people at your class. And if there's more than one wellness advocate there, one of you take one side of the room, one take the other, and just work towards each other. But this is where you're going to say to them, you know what, which one of these kits spoke to you? Which one meets your needs the best out of all of these? And you're going to help them figure out, what kind of health issues are you trying to get ahead of? What are the ailments that you're trying to look for help with? And that's where you're trying to get with them and figure out what they need. Don't pigeonhole them into a kit, but you're going to help them get to a place of understanding that they get way more bang for their buck when they get an enrollment kit, or they bundle those things with the 35 waived, and the fact that if they're going to get more than a couple oils, they're going to save a lot more money. And that's the terminology you use, that they're going to save money. And if someone says to you, oh, I just want 1 bottle of DigestZen, I just let them know, you know what, you're going to pay 20 some odd dollars for that bottle, 35 for your membership. You're already at 55 such and such for 1 bottle. For a little bit more than that, you can get 10 oils and your membership waived for all year. And most people will go, you know what, that makes more sense. Some other terminology I always say is, there is no one that comes to these classes and has just one issue. And if you only have one issue, you'll have the others. So if you have a tummy ache, you'll eventually get a headache. You'll eventually need to have clear skin. You have to detoxify. So you're thinking lemon, all those things. So I let them know that you might not have that issue presenting today, but just like you don't wait to get Band-Aids until you're bleeding, you need to have all of these oils, at least the basic kit, in your medicine cabinet today, or in 3 days when they come, okay? So just give them that analogy. That does help people go, yeah, you're right. I do have Band-Aids in my cupboard and I'm not bleeding right now. This makes a lot of sense. And your goal is to teach them how to use it. So you have to get rid of that fear for them that you are not going to teach them how to use it, okay? All right, lastly, at the end of the class, every class that I do, the last thing I say to people is, okay, you know, we're done with the general part, and we're now going to break up so I can come and sit next to you 5 minutes each person, so that I can make sure that I'm answering your questions and helping you get the oils you need and a protocol. You shared with me some very deep things at the beginning of class, things you wanted more of, less of, you need help with, and I don't take that lightly, and I thank you for trusting me with that. But it sounds like there's some heavy duty stuff that you're all dealing with, and I want to help you with that. So please, I encourage you, do not leave here without getting what you came for. Okay, so when you say that, that puts them back to, man, I did come in here with a lot of ailments, and even though I'm looking at these prices, there is value in everything I'm seeing here, and I'm ready to get those things that I need, all right? So assume the sale, tell them how to buy, what's LRP, keep it simple. If they start going blank and little, bug-eyed, that's your red flag that you're talking too much about LRP or you're confusing them. Make sure you interject the business, and then give them a couple easy recipes that they can see the value in what they're getting with their kit. Follow up with them and get them enrolled. And we'll do a video on actually how to do that in your back office next. Okay, you guys? Good luck.